fellow traders, public traders. Time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Friday, March the 26th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left off the market yesterday. So, market's still green. We pushed back, but then gave a nice little bounce. So we'll see how we go here. We're back to the upper Bollinger Band here, and we also got back into last week's range, which is a good thing. Strong move here off of the cloud and the 50-day moving average here to get back up to the 80 MA. So now we need to see if we can get above it and get constructive again. And now this wave is starting to look a little bit more impulsive overall, right? So the short the last couple days was just a setup here through the hourly chart. We had a nice zigzag move down. It looks like it might be done. So just a little bit of caution right here. We might have a kind of a 618 or even an 886 retrace, right? Like we saw back here before things start to work their way up again. Let's take a look at the SPY and see how it's behaving here this morning. So we are, we're about flat here on the SPY here going into today. So, but pretty interesting, right? It still looks pretty constructive, right? So it looks like a nice little pullback, and we might see a push into the open here today. So we'll see how that goes. S&P futures again up 9 points or so, about 9.25. So we're holding on to yesterday's highs pre-market right here. So let's see if we can get above the 80 MA here on the 15-minute chart and see if things can get going here over the overnight highs and where we go from there. Let's take a look at the MES. Again, steep trend line here overnight, right? So you can see it already basically tried to break down here. I mean, we're kind of in a trend box-ish type formation. We do have fresh highs, so what that'll do is put us right here. Right to these levels right here. So we're, just kind of just grinding down at this point. So we'll see how it goes here if we can get over these highs and keep going and give us a fresh high, fresh trend line. Let's take a look at the Qs here and see how they're looking. So the Qs this morning, again, slightly losing the this geometric line here pre-market, but we'll see how that goes. From there, let's take a look at the IWM. That had a really strong day yesterday, getting over the 15-hour high and continuing to work its way up. Now drifting sideways a little bit here this morning. So let's see how that goes going into the rest of the day. But guys, the XLF has been holding up pretty nicely here and generally supporting an overall strong market. So we'll see if that continues today and if it wants to support that wave up. Otherwise, we'll look for the wave 2 pullback that we were talking about and see where we go from there. Let's take a look at a few names here that we've been tracking. So let's take a look at Apple. So Apple, again, 60 anchor yesterday. So let's see how it holds that 60 anchor range. We might get a breakout there this morning. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla, again, grinding a little bit higher this morning. So let's see how that goes going into today as well. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.